Good day, how are ya? We are ready to do the 8th episode of the Candish campaign where things have been heating up in Eriador. I can say that relatively safely. And I am quite astounded by how quickly we've managed to create chaos, utter chaos in this land. We thought we'd take advantage of the Ardenheim's arrival to make essentially a swift end to the elves here, and I mean it sort of worked because they have no settlement left over here, so they will probably now try to go through our lands toward Imladris itself, and so the high elves are banished. But that's not where the troubles end, that's merely where they start, because we may have taken Mithlond, but of course we have adversaries on the coast. Neutral for now, but for how long, I ask you? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Hurtasion sits there. Menathrodon and Cirdan are both laundering around the just sodding off wherever they are off to, around the Haven lands. And in the meantime, what do we have? Well, we have some decent cavalry that is now coming to the fore, like the Cataphracts of Cand, which are good. And then we have over here in the Misty Mountains some Inquisitors troops like the Temple Marksmen and the Great Beasts. Lovely stuff indeed. But we will need them because not only are we fighting these guys, we're of course also fighting the Dunedain. As soon as we attacked the elves, the Dunedain would have none of it, and they launched immediate counterattacks. First on our forts, which will be an interesting little fight. And then there will probably be an attack on Bree. We'll try to be ready for it within, you know, our means. But it's going to be a tough one, I think. It's going to be tough. Now, we do also have cavalry that can step in and help in any counter-attack we might want to make. But we only have one fort because we sort of depleted some to go to the Elven front. So we're a little weaker than we'd like to be, and of course they're also coming from other places. They're also gunning for Terthuan immediately, and that's of course a little worrying. We can reach it with some reinforcements next turn, but it's not gonna be easy. And at the same time, Argun is coming over here to strengthen Ziegler and Anon and Orod. Anon and Orod is a place we do not want to lose at this stage because we have done good work to make it a valuable military settlement for us. We're not going to let it go. Not now. Not ever. No. And of course, Khazad-dûm is creating great beasts, which is an excellent insurance policy against any AI incursions. And yeah, we have some temple units over here, marksmen and wards, as it were. So we're decently well defended in the mountains themselves, but it's the surrounding lands that are a bit interesting. And Ziegler, of course, is now not as developed as we want it to be. Because Elrond is probably going to come after us pretty soon. Let's see how soon as we end the turn. And scout on the coastline. Yes. Midasgal is coming for Kekmak. What does he come with? Ah, okay. That's the army that we encountered the other day. That had all sorts of interesting things in it. And where they sent a bunch of Dunedain scouts to their doom. Let's hope they'll do similar things today. Midasgal, your track record speaks of shoddy captainship. But I'm not as confident as my own captain. He seems rather stirred about this whole thing. But, let's see what we can get out of it, eh? Let's see. We have 4 decent infantry units. And we have a very defensible fort. And they don't have any siege equipment. So, of course, so I think we can do a lot of good damage on these guys. So, that's what we're going to try to do today. So they have a tower coming up over here, and this is the kind of settlement that doesn't really have any ballista towers, which is notable. Variac swordsman. Okay. Can this tower even... Where can it go? Realistically. Can't really go in most places because it's a moat, right? So, I guess they might be able to take it around here and mount these sections. And they have ladders that will probably come over to these sections. Right. There are a couple of different schools of thought on this. We definitely want to take out the ladder bearers over here. And I think Warlord's Guard are a pretty good bet for doing exactly that. Now they will come here. And then we can have bowmen on this corner here. Ready to shoot inwards. And what shall we then do with these bowmen? Well, we can probably put them over here. And we can put swordsmen over here. Should they shoot from that? I suppose they could. But they have only armsmen wardens to shoot at. Shoot at blade masters. Yeah, that's a good shout. Now, of course, we can hope that the tower suddenly catches fire. That's not completely unthinkable.
Great one! Those cursed vipers are at our gates with a ram!
They are putting up ladders and they're doing it over there. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna send...
The enemy's ram is through our gates!
our folks down this way.
The enemy
And
have
the
the
ladders...
walls. Drive our cunning foe has reached our walls
Oh,
with
that's
their
interesting.
siege tower. See to it they find only death here.
Okay, our swordsmen are actually doing a decent job over there, so that's pretty nice. Bowman, keep shooting those rangers that are coming inside. It seems that these guys have immense trouble aligning their ladders. Oh, but here they go, here they go. Yeah. Okay.
The ladders have reached the walls. Defend your homes and women. Let them go no further.
Do we have women here in this castle? What do you say, gentlemen? Have you seen any women around here? I'm seeing no women at all. Maybe there's one... Someone's aunt is just casually hanging out in one of these towers. I don't know. It's possible. Yeah, these various swordsmen...
The sun that shines on our disgrace.
Yeah, they're a little under pressure. But we are making some good progress here. Why don't we put these bowmen over here? Seems like a very sensible thing to do. The Warlord's Guard, they are doing wonderful things to the Blade Masters. Hacking them down one at a time. And maybe we could put these fellas over there. To get just that slightly bit better angle. You know I like my good angles. Come my men. Come my men.
Curse the sun that
You
shines on
are
our
meant
disgrace.
to come over here and find out on the wall. Have no fear. Okay. So they have some rangers. Yeah, okay, they've sort of beaten our swordsmen to death. And our Warlord's Guard are now attacked from all sides. Okay, that's of course not the nicest thing in the world for them. But still, if we can take down 50% of their army, then we'll have done a decent job, I think.
We must pray they lose their will to fight.
What happens if we shoot a bit at those armsmen over there? And then the other archers shoot at the folks on the wall over here. Surely that would be a lovely idea, right? Because it's sort of bunched up. Our Waller's guard is faltering a little bit.
Curse the sun that shines on our disgrace.
Come on, guys, you can stand there a few more seconds, right?
Ashes instead of victory.
Oh, shoot some of those rangers. That feels like a good move. And there are these bowmen. You know what, can you come through here and then walk down there? That would be amazing.
Curse the sun that shines on our disgrace. We must turn the wind of our cursed enemy is in control of the fort.
Okay, that's not how I wanted that to go. I actually hoped that they would go through the building, but some of them seem to have done exactly that.
Lost control of the fort.
Okay, so they've split in two, which is also always a recipe for a unit doing just exactly what you wanted to do. At least they seem to be taking some enemies with them, so that's good. And you guys can still shoot at those rangers, so please do. We should get over to this side, I think.
Curse the sun that shines on our disgrace. We must turn the wind of battle, or we will taste ashes instead of victory. Only half
Because
our
we want to
force
activate
remains.
this tower here in the corner. Yeah, it sounds like it's activated now. Damn, those rangers are accurate. I mean, it's not that every arrow is hitting, but at that distance and shooting onto a wall, I mean, they should be hitting nothing, and they're actually getting some hits there. You can tell.
Our foolish general was bolder than a rooster and allowed himself to be slain in battle.
Maybe if we go up here, actually, that would be nice. Let's just see what happens.
Our cursed enemies. The enemy is no longer in command of the fort.
We'll see if they actually want to fight us. In some likelihood, they won't want to fight us, but either way, there'll be towers to dissuade them a bit. And now the Cardinal Sentinels doing their thing. Eh. Maybe we should just send our troops into battle. Because at this point we're just losing them needlessly to their archer prowess. But we've managed to take out almost all their melee troops, which is really good. Although they still do have some armsmen over there.
Our army is tiring.
Oh, and some blade masters coming in. Okay, okay. Hush my mouth then. They still have some of the finest soldiers in the realm.
On our disgrace. We must turn the wind of battle,
Yeah.
or we will taste ashes instead of victory.
This is not going well, but of course we knew that it wouldn't. But I would say that 72% of their army is a pretty good statistic. But Mirisgal lives to fight another day.
Life is made of 2 days. One which is sweet, and the other is bitter. Today, we must eat the bitter.
Yeah, we eat the bitter. We eat the bitter, my men. We eat the bitter. But our bowmen have done good work today. Our swordsman killed more than the warlord's guard. Good on you guys. Very good on you. So that sets the tone for the episode, doesn't it? An infantry battle. Yay! And then Mengelen comes under attack, just when they finished their walls.
We will show them no fear.
My lord, they have 3 full banner armies in there. What is going on here? Angmar, would you please kick yourselves into bloody gear and divert some of these troops from Bree? I mean... We come to turn 87, and Oljertu seems about to be going to heaven with a lovely lass named Sasha. I mean, look at her makeup, right? I mean, it's positively beguiling. Anyhow, Khan Arkish the Mighty, what shall he be up to? Chasing down Cirdan?
It will be an honor defeating
Possibly.
you. I respect you, my enemy.
I say yes. And he should do so with the aid of the Warlord's Guard.
Joining the ranks.
And then these fellas can find retraining here. How soon? Barrier course archers. That should be pretty soon, maybe even next turn, that they can be retrained. So that is perfect timing. Goody goody. Longbottom. 1,700 people in Longbottom. Did you ever think that possible? Oh. Well. Right, so we've been given an extra turn in our dear capital, but I'm afraid Shadiyar is going to fall in Mengelen. And that's why, of course, the Dunedain are coming from for the Numenorian pendant. But all we wanted was to see this place happy. Okay. Train all troops available.
Come and get me.
I'll have to take this guy out, perhaps. Seems like a good opportunity to get a new general, which would definitely help. Corporal upgrades, which is nice. Didn't contact the Dorwinian yet. Sorry, Council. It's not really in my priorities right now. Because the West gets a dark temple, and I approve. The great beasts must be taken to... Look at that. 800. Yeah, they are going into a fort, and that's that. These fellas into Khazad-dûm you go. That helps a bit on the financial department.
How may I serve? We march.
And here, retrain some armor. Ostinatil. Yes, you're getting the Inquisitor's headquarters. That's very good. Kaloniak will eventually be able to do stuff. Let's get some more Baroon Raiders. Might as well. We're gonna min-max this.
Orders. We march.
And where is this fine gentleman sitting? Oh yes, he's the one in Zagkala. Okay. So he's in relative safety, I suppose. And he has some of the finest raiders with him. Now, I definitely think we need to do something to Beleg, or Beleg over here, or as I will call him, bellend. We shall end this day in triumph.
Most of us will see the sun set again, but the enemy will not.
And while loading the battle, I pour my tea.
For the moment, the fickle smile of fortune shines upon us. Pray, this is a portent of a victory.
Oh yes, the fickle smile of fortune shines upon us. So we have a bunch of archers, we have a hill, and we have decent infantry. We have some good lancers as well. We have them basically in range. Oh, that's perfect. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Dunedain Rangers running forth. Are you ready to be out-archered, my friends? Blade Masters, Wardens, Militia, Cardland Riders. Interesting. Okay. Go for the Rangers! Lovely. Good little charge. 20% of them gone. Lancers, you've also done your bit. Just get out of it before you get any unwelcome assailants. Right. So far, so good. Oops, hello. Hello there, Cardland Riders. That's going to be it for some Cardland Riders. And there is the general of the enemy, and if he falls, good things may happen. And Captain Bellend falls. The Rangers flee. Blade Masters will be overwhelmed in melee. Our archers shall focus on the militia. Hello there. Dunedain Wardens.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time, our foe will surely see
Those
this
Rangers need
and
to
lose
die.
heart.
Make it so. Dunedain Armsmen. They need to be taught a lesson. The Blade Masters are fleeing. Sentinels will flee as well. Rangers are fleeing.
They run like children.
Yes, good.
Scour them from the field.
Let's run down the Blade Masters and the Wardens. Archers, you've done your duties. They run into our troops. That is a fascinating way to escape. Yeah, just run straight into them. They'll be so baffled they won't know what to do. And I suppose that's sort of correct because some of them actually made it. Strange people. Strange people with their absolutely incomprehensible wants and desires. Yeah, we've done good today.
Great victories are like sweet nectar. Come, let us
Balloon
drink of the
hunters,
most rare
Variag
and
bowmen,
glorious
and
fruit.
more hunters indeed. Yes, all doing well. Also doing pretty well, the Wind Riders of Cand. And the Variag Lancers. Good team effort. We shall continue in this fashion for as long as is possible. And back we
Wise
come
choice, my lord.
for
We'll
lovely
bide.
things to happen. They don't take the ransom, and so we shall slap them on the head. But we do not really get any generals for our pleasure. But that's okay. I suppose we can live with that.
How may I serve? Orders.
So we'll take these, and those, and those.
How may I serve? Orders.
Good stuff. Minimal losses, mostly retrainable in a turn. Life goes on in glorious fashion. Agent Jagu. You've of course accomplished your mission with great
This
bravura.
had best be worth our time.
I must.
We hope for more.
As you will.
Okay,
It will be an
here's
honor
Elrond here.
defeating
Hello.
As you will. As you will. As you will.
And Eladan and Elion.
As you will.
Okay.
I have come to the end of today's road.
So, oh, have they taken the Redoubt
Yes, I must have.
uplands?
Tomorrow's
Ah,
journey awaits.
okay. They're sort of consolidating their forces around there. Okay, not a bad move. Not a bad move. Lose one hand, play another.
I will only
That's what we're going to be
address
doing in Mengeland, people. That's what. And you know what? We could just allow them to build their little conversion building. Now that it's a town, they can build the. Well, they can essentially fix the Barrow Downs, and then we can take it. And who knows? We might even be able to make marksmen there or something. Who knows? Wind Riders of Gand. Yeah, they will be retrainable here eventually, but it's gonna take a while. It'll take a while. Now,
noble master.
the big battle of this turn.
We close for
Khan Arkish the Mighty versus High Lord Cirdan, Lord of Mythlond. No longer. He's of the House of Cirdan. He's the faction leader. Oh. I thought Elrond was supposed to be the faction leader, but no, it's Cirdan. Cool, cool, cool. Well, here comes your doom, Cirdan. Of course, you have some decent cavalry with you. We'll have to try to get those guys to die. But apart from that, I mean, there's a bit of everything here, isn't there? Except for the best archers of their realm, which I'm quite pleased about. I can deal with their bowmen relatively easily. Ho!
Not one of us shall fail to
Forward, my friends!
fall in battle.
They may be high elves, but they are mortal nonetheless, and we shall prove it to all of Middle-earth. Lovely team. Cirdan! I have come to exact revenge for the misdeeds of centuries. Too long have you sat in your little corner of the world, hiding, when many people in this land suffered. We have come as a tide of vengeance on horseback. We come to finish that which should perhaps never have been started. But it would be even better if you laid down your arms today, in this moment, and allowed the world to wash over you with a deathly tide of extreme force. There is so much we must do. There is so much that we can tell you. But will you hear it? No. Your pointy ears remain as closed as they are wrinkly. Well, maybe not that wrinkly or enough after all, but you know what I mean. You send forth your troops. I send forth your demise. And this battle may very well get interesting, but so far so good. Taking about 10% of them, so now there's only about 1,000 left. It's all about reducing them as far as possible. Including those Caliquendi lords. Good work, Nomad Horseman. Very good work. I want more of you.
Our foe fights with horns made of clay. We are winning
Oh,
the
that's
battle.
good. Good work, guys. Very good work. Alright. What do we have here? Oh yeah, the Mariners. That's a decent target for you guys. Raiders. What can you target? Well, just keep on the Rangers, I guess. Linda Bowman. You're gonna get the charge. You're gonna get the charge. Not that I mean to barge in like that. But, oh yes. Oh, there's boom. We need to do something about those. Okay, that's pretty much it for those bowmen.
Horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
Manual riders, okay, okay. Yeah, just keep off them, off their backs and keep shooting them. Quite good, quite good. And the Mariners, let's just charge those down. See if we can end them in spectacular fashion. And you know me, I like spectacular fashion. The Rangers are charging us down. Or at least they're doing their very best to. Mythlon nobles moving in. Time for the cataphracts to do their thing. Wind Riders. Stay on the fringes. Ooh, maybe you should actually take out those riders. You're pretty good at that. And they've been softened up enough. And, good. Mythlon nobles closing in. Mythlon nobles over there. But that is Cirdan's unit.
Our foe fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
Nope. Wind Riders, get out of there again. Now we really need to do something about those linden long spears. We need to do something about them with arrows. And the rest will essentially start charging them down. Caliquented lords, linden long spears, linden guards. Yeah, neither of which exactly screams to be an opening. Hello, Linda Mariners. So far, so good. What are you guys doing? Not sure. Mariners, hello. Yeah, take those long spears down one at a time. Good. Will they now send more units out, or they have those bowmen over there? Let's see what happens if we use the horsemen. We have more of them, so by golly, we're gonna use them. You guys go for those Lindar guards. See if we get an opening. We've sort of made a habit of clustering their archers with their melee troops,
Our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
which is, not gonna lie, a little annoying. Good work, sweet fellas. We managed to halve
Enemy
their
are
number of
badly
long
bloodied.
spears,
They have lost half their men.
and the Linda guards are falling. Okay. It would appear that despite all my mighty tea drinking, we'll have to take them on and wear them down one at a time. Let's see if those Caliquenty lords can withstand the charge from the warlord's cataphracts. Of course, the warlord himself is in Mythlond, but these guys will just have to do. Ooh. They guard against the charge very effectively. Or counter-charge, as it were. Okay. And the middle nobles are not too bad either. Which means we need to wear them down. And that we can do with no mad horseman. What's happening here? Oh, 4 rangers. Come on. Sweep them away, my friends. Sweep them away. Where are you battling someone? Oh, yeah. Okay, taking out some guards and some long spears. Okay. Those Quinty lords are pretty sturdy.
Rejoice! The general
We
lies
killed
dead.
Cirdan.
Crush his men while they gnash their teeth and weep.
Variac horse archers. Well done. And then, oh, that was a good charge there. And then,
Our foe
let's
fights
see if
with
we can
horns
get
made of
another good
clay.
one.
We are winning the battle.
Lathron is dead. Cirdan is dead. Only 29 cataphracts left. 28, sorry. Still, could be worse. Okay. Time to make use of some decent charges and abilities. Because our best shot at ruining these guys' lives is by striking decisively. Yes, good. Hit those long spears with all you have. See if you can get them to rout. Or die, whichever comes first. Little nobles there, they need to die. Are they trying to get away? I will not let you do that.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time
Man,
our
we've
foe
lost
will
some
surely
troops
see
here.
this and lose heart.
It's a reminder that the elves are solid. And especially when they have so many mythical nobles. It's really tough to break them. And you shall expect losses. There's almost no way of taking them out without losses. That might just be armor-piercing arrows all the way, but there are not enough armor-piercing arrows in this world to take on as many mythical nobles as we faced today. But Calaquinty lords, which are variants, are almost as tough as the mythical nobles. And then the mythical nobles themselves, 2 units of them. Which is a pretty astonishing amount of them.
Our foe fights with horns made of clay. We are victory is ours.
Good work.
Victory both righteous and well deserved. It cannot be said otherwise.
We've lost a lot of troops, but a lot of them were like nomad horsemen, which are very easily replaceable. Baroon raiders, also quite replaceable. We did get some Beleg archers killed, and we lost half of our cataphracts, but overall, I'm not displeased at all. We healed the cataphract archers that died, and warlords cataphracts themselves, no. Man, they charged so well into 35 Mithlon nobles, and they lost 33 of their number. Mithlon nobles, man. That's a tank of a unit, a tank! And we managed to get him. We just about managed. Hooray! And we come back to find Iraisuiton, I guess, maybe, in our possession. Will he be ransomed? No, they can't afford it. The High Elves have to make some budget cuts, and apparently ransoms are not high on their list of financial priorities. So, I've taken their most valuable settlement, and we have taken their faction leader.
At once.
I guess that counts as a pretty good day.
Move at first light.
How may I serve?
Now we do
How may I
want
serve? Orders.
a lot of these retrained.
How may I serve? Orders. How may I serve? Orders. Orders. Orders.
These guys can hit the Bree immediately,
We move.
though they may actually have to fight in order to
Orders.
get training. After the city upgrade, we can of course start training or start building the proper warlords barracks or whatever it is. To get some of those guys around in the west. But for now, Bree is still the beating heart of our war effort, and of course our priority is to keep it. I'm almost going to say that Kanaka should simply just make his way to Bree.
Tomorrow's journey
That is what
awaits.
needs to happen. Because he will crush
I respect
Unborn.
you, my enemy.
The Duna are strong, but they are not High Elf strong.
It
We of
will
course
be
also
an
have to
honor
face Halbarad,
defeating you.
the bastard,
Come and get me.
and this fella.
Coward.
And of course they're hampered by the fact that a lot of their army is Breland militia, which is not exactly the best unit in the game. You know what?
How may I serve? As you will.
How about we do it? Oh,
Be gone.
I thought we'd do a little diversionary tactic and just attack Mitrice, but doesn't look that feasible. Okay. Agents, you are doing what you can do. Suppose this guy's just heading up toward
As
the
you will.
Anduin.
I have come to the end of today's road. I cannot go there.
Toward Bayon's woods you
Resting
go.
here, tomorrow's journey.
So we can finally satisfy the craving of the council. The attention of the Bjornings. Oh, hello, Dunedain. Marblung. Yeah, hello. I'm not too optimistic about this. They have a lot of soldiers. But at least we can make it painful for them.
We shall not fall or flee. We attack.
Slightly. We'll make it slightly painful.
Fortune smiles on our foes for the moment. Pray we can seduce fortune back to our side.
Yep. That's a good prayer. Support you 100%. We should go to this side. We'll be shot to pieces though. The nobles do have decent armor, but there are limits. Dum da da dum dum da. Very good charge there, fellas. Very, very good. Very good. So we lost 19% of our army, and they lost 2% of theirs. So 3%. Ah, well, that makes it all better. In fact, it might actually just make it better. It's because 3% of their army is like 60 people.
Comes unlooked for. The enemy have taken our walls. We have lost half of our men.
Yeah,
Yes, the sun
that's
that
about all we
shines
can
on
do, I
us.
guess.
They have gained only blood and shame from this battle.
Yeah, but we took out 100 of them.
Enemy rejoices amongst
And
the
that's about
blood.
90 more than we would have in the Ultra Assault, so... You know, we didn't spend that much time, but we got a better result overall. And we took out some of, you know, Woodland Hunters and Rangers, which are legitimately dangerous units of theirs. So I'm happy with that. Time for some consolation tea, if you don't mind. And so this gloating bugger takes Mengelin, and they try to assault Bree. Now this is where it gets really interesting. Really, really interesting. What's their status with the Dunlendings? Currently not engaged. And of course the goblins are causing them no trouble at all, so they only have us and Angmar. Okay. What could we get to...
The enemy surrounds our walls.
You know, maybe we should try to forge an alliance with Dunland. What do you say? Is that something we should do? Oh, hello. Elra here, I believe.
I will defend against this siege with my life.
Elra here, I presume. Well, if we could take out Elra here, then we'll have done a lot of good. But due to all our troop losses, of course, our financials are probably looking okay. Look at that. Yeah, looking good. Anorian is under attack, but you know, what's new? Skirmishers under attack, but what's new? They want us to go to the end of Val. What's new? Really? Oh, and the Rangers flourish, apparently.
Your will. As you will.
All they needed to flourish was Mengelin.
I have come to the end of today's road.
Of course, the council
Yes,
believes
master.
that,
Your will. As you will.
that
As you
this
will.
lovely gentleman of ours can just willy-nilly
We
go
doubt there is much you can offer us.
around
Good day
the
to you.
Misty Mountains. Or over them, apparently.
As you will. Resting here.
We're not going to do that. We're going to go down to that
Tomorrow's
fort and
journey
pledge our
awaits.
allegiance to Dunland. Oh, another 20 turns. We get more marksmen. Yay! And beasts. Hooray! Kaloniak, you'll have to defend yourself. But, maybe, just maybe, you can. Because you have a militia garrison as well, which is lovely.
Orders.
Okay.
We march.
Oh. Completely taken by surprise, you say? Well, you know what that means. It means that we save it. And
Shall end this
we run
day in
away.
triumph.
We shall not end this day in triumph, you blithering idiot. We're going to end this day by running away. Yeah. Oh, they managed to shoot us already. bloody gibbons.
Death and defeat have come to sup at our table. Let us.
They fight like a cornered
We lost the
snake.
baggage train, but we made it
Forward!
back to our fort unharmed. Hooray.
How may I serve?
Okay.
Orders.
What else can we do? Well,
We march. I respect you, my
we could, of course, just besiege Metroith, right?
We will
Why not?
smite these foes besieging the enemy. Do we wait them out or strike? We march.
And then over here, in Bree, what options do we have? Well, we have some decent cavalry
It will
around,
be an honor. How may I serve?
which is certainly a good thing. We could, of course, have used it to hit the Demostike. Oh, yeah. Oh, decisions. But keeping our capital is also pretty important. Especially when there's 3 turns to another cataphract unit. I mean,
Let us
come on.
settle matters on the field of battle.
Unborn, I remember this fella. He fought bravely under our Dunedain banner, but times have changed. Ugablai sits still in Austin Ithil and builds out the settlement. We need a bit more cash flow, I feel. Otherwise, we will quickly come up short. Should we
Let us
send some
settle matters
beasts
on
on
the
a
field
bit of
of
an
battle.
expedition?
Orders. Come and get me, you coward.
What do we have here?
Orders. How may I serve? Orders.
That's an interesting looking enemy for
We move.
sure.
I will only address you.
What do they
We
have?
shall end this day in triumph.
Oh. Oh. Yes, we'll take these on. Don't you worry, we'll take these on.
We dance with
Those
death
troops
this
are
day.
excellent at supporting against our forces in a bigger army, but on their own and outnumbered, they will fall.
The battle appears to be running in our favor. From good tidings such as these, does victory spring
And the
forth.
thing about the elves is, they punch really hard, but they can get quite depleted quite quickly. So if we just keep taking enough units of theirs out of the game, at some point, replacement levels will be too slow to keep up. And it seems to me, that they have been operating at a financial loss lately, which also indicates to me that they have trained a lot of troops. Troops that don't really come back into recruitment drives in less than, say, 20 turns. So shoot them, my friends, and shoot them merrily. %of them gone. That will quite quickly become most of them. Yes, you have swift cavalry, elves, but so do we. Get away from them, get away. Very good. Then you close
The enemy are
and
badly
you
blooded.
get in that volley
We
and
lost
it
half their men.
hurts, doesn't it, elves? It hurts. They take quite a few arrows, and nonetheless, it hurts them. Charge them down. Those Emmanuel riders are strong, but one by one they will fall to the power of the Khan.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time, our foe will surely see this and lose heart. The enemy's general lies dead. Now his men can sense their doom upon them.
Good work, everyone. Everybody, it is time to hit these bastards and hit them hard.
They run like children. Scour them from the field.
Wonderful.
Victory is
A
ours.
strong
both
victory.
Righteous and well deserved. It cannot be said otherwise.
Too bad none of us gained experience, but next time, my friend. Next time. Next time, it will all be different. Trust me. Life will be lovely as we squash elven heads and run rings around the Dunedain. And drink tea, of course. Yes, we shall drink tea. We shall sack their camps. We shall gain new generals.
Orders?
And Javet.
I respect you,
Javet
my
can head
enemy.
to adventures new. We could even turn Bruenost into Ruinost.
Orders?
Eh?
Orders? Orders?
Could we? Yes, we can get there.
Splitting our forces. How may I serve? Order
Good.
them together.
And then,
Orders.
well, we also
How
take
may
the
I
other
serve?
cavalry, of course.
Merging our armies.
That'll be very nice. We need a nomadic training grounds here too.
How may I serve? Orders. Come and get me.
Do we think Coloniac can sort of handle themselves?
How may I serve?
I am inclined to
Orders.
say they can, and I'm also inclined to say that we should strike.
How may I serve? Orders.
Elsewhere.
We march. These trees
They
shield
want a
out
guerrilla
every
war,
side.
we're gonna
As
bloody
will.
give them one. We're gonna
We
attack
will
when they
spy
least
this
expect
foe,
it.
Besieging this place.
We're gonna strike
will
back at them in
relent in
all
this
sorts of
siege.
ways. Oh. Horseton is coming under attack. Dunedain cavalry. Oh, that's a good unit.
How
I
may
see,
I
I
serve?
see.
Orders. Orders. Orders.
An honor to serve.
Ah, it's tricky, this one, because our dear Khan will probably not be able to help
How may I
Bree
serve?
directly this time
It will be
around,
an honor defeating you.
but he will be able to strike at Numenas.
Yes, noble master.
master.
I just not like there's a law saying we have to
Orders.
keep Bree. Of course, we'd like to. We'd always like to keep Bree, but
How may I serve? Orders.
there are ways around it.
How may I serve? Orders. We march. Orders.
Yes, noble master. Noble one.
How may I serve? Orders. How may I serve?
Can we retrain some nomad horsemen? Yes, we can. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take some nomad horsemen,
may I
send them to
we
Mega
march?
Delving, we're going to retrain them, and we're also
An
going
honor
to take
serve.
other ones, and we're going to send them off
How may I serve? We
to
march.
Horseton, where they will retrain.
Orders.
Noble
And
one.
then Khan Arkish himself
At once.
will head on through here. He'll
How may I
grab
serve?
all the troops
Orders.
that can
How may I
that
serve?
are
We
well
march.
enough to travel,
Joining. How may I serve?
and he's going to take this captain with him as well.
As you will.
He's going to
May
beat
God.
Heligreven
We
into a
close for
pulp,
battle.
and then he's going to continue on to Lake Evandim.
Yes, noble master.
Mithlond is soon ready for new adventures. We'll
I
see
am
what
a
the Ardenheim
warrior,
do,
not
but
a diplomat.
I find it quite likely that they will be amicable at first.
Yes, my master. Your will.
Perhaps a bit of diplomacy would be in order. Oh, no. We can't train a diplomat in Mithlond? No, we can't. Nearest diplomat training ground would be in Imladris, and that is under siege. Khazad West? No. Thunderous Soul, which we might take soon, who knows? We will see. And we will see what
Let us settle matters on
here
the field
does.
of battle.
He's got 209 bodyguards, which means he could be vulnerable to a cavalry charge. Which we could definitely use. Ooh,
I am
and
but
Wyeth
an
and
ally.
Dunland, duking it out as always. And we're of course allied to Enid Wyeth, so we can't ally Dunland as it is. And is Enid Wyeth poised to win? Unclear. Alright then. Well, with this very dynamic state of play, I think I will finish the episode for today. So we have done some nice battles. Some we won, some we lost. Cirdan is now past. Mithlond is pretty secure. Bree is not. And Mengelin is lost, but of course that's not really a big problem. Then Khazad pretty safe and secure. And there are plenty of troops in the area. We're counter-attacking the elves at Bruinost to see how they like it. And eventually we will go to Imladris as well. But Bruinost is a decent place to start, I feel. And Javid, fresh off his success against the scouting troop of the elves over here in the mountains, is going to lead the charge. And he is going to lead
It
the
will be an honor. Be gone.
troops into battle
Let us
against
settle
all
matters
these
on the field of
enemies here
battle.
that we see. Because that is what is most likely to happen. They're going to counterattack us with everything they have in the area. And possibly some troops we don't see as well. And then stuff's gonna happen. You know what? Even though it's an expense, we're gonna take
We move.
these beasts and put them in Anon in the road. And we will also do the same with these. Oh, they can be free upkeep here? What? There's a dark temple, but there's not an Inquisitor's headquarters. I have no idea how that works out, but I'm happy that it does. I'm so happy it does. That's a new discovery. That's pretty cool. Okay then. Well, and on that happy note, on them inexplicably being free. Upkeep in the settlement without Inquisitor's headquarters. I am going to ask you to be kind to yourselves, be good to others. Discuss in the comments section why the bloody hell the temple units are free and unknown they're not odd. Is it just, we'll have to do some experiments, but maybe it's just to do with them getting it from the slave quarters / town hall buildings? I can't say for sure, but I'm eager to find out and discuss it out in the comments, everybody. That's an order. I need to know. The Waffle needs to know. And until then, be good to yourself, kind to others, and I'll see you soon.